We've got Jade, the Stalker designer, who is sitting here ready to duel.
He's also the Esper designer. I know he's been getting a little flack for his Esper play, but hopefully get a chance to redeem
He's actually
himself
pretty
with
solid.
This, Stalker play here.
He's been using the Stalker more than the Esper lately.
So we'll go over your build a little bit later, but in the meantime, Hugh, do you want to talk about how the medic actually plays?
Sure, I'm going to give the quick overview of the medic. So as you see what's going on, the medic's not going to be quite what you expect when you hear just the name medic. He's this like super high-tech dubstep class with light shows coming out of his resonators. These resonators are these super high-tech weaponry that can both heal allies and they can also deal damage to enemies. So as you see here, he's in a DPS stance, or not a stance, he's just doing DPS form, and he's doing a lot of damage to Jade here. The duel is going pretty well so far. It looks like Mark's getting the better of him this first round. Besides the resonators, the medics have things like probes. These are devices that they can cast on their allies and they cast on their enemies. Some of the probes are going to do damage over time. Some of the probes are going to buff or debuff other players. And the medic also has things like fields. These are things that you place on the ground. They do damage into the area or they buff allies in the area. In PvP, it's pretty important to stun an enemy player and then use your field. Otherwise, they're able to move out of it pretty quickly.
Yep.
There's also some fields that will snare enemies, which means they're going to be stuck in that area a little bit longer.
Yeah, you can also create good choke points and things like that with good placed fields. If you kind of use them willy-nilly, you're going to end up, kind of misaiming your field, and it's going to kind of be a waste.
Absolutely. Besides the resonators, the fields, and the probes, the medic also has access to hybrid abilities, which do damage and heal at the same time. Mark's not actually using any of those right now. Those are in the support tree as part of your healing, so that's something that healers in dungeons will get to take advantage of. And then why don't we just talk about the playstyle of the medic. You'll see that the range of these abilities are kind of this medium range. They're longer than the attacks that the Stalker is able to do, so you'll see that Mark is kind of backing up a lot more. He's basically trying to kite Jade at a very short distance and try to keep his distance.
Jade might actually have you this time.
It looks like the Stalker is getting the better of him this...
So you can see that Mark keeps leading Jade into those fields.
Mark pulled it off just barely.
Yeah, the strategy of the medic, especially in a duel in a 1v1 like this, is I have to use my fields, and then I have to often move through them or move around them to make sure that my enemies have to go through them to get to me.
Yeah.
Yep. And
it looks like Jade actually won that one.
Jade did pick up the win. That's BS. So close.
That's BS.
So we obviously we don't have UI yet for the duel, so you guys can't see who won and lost.
We're still in closed beta.
It tells you in chat who won and lost, and so I happened to catch that you're trying to claim that you won when you didn't. In fact,
I mean, it was pretty dang close. All right, so we'll do a best 2 out of 3 here.
Sure. Let's do one more.
I gotta claim my title as best dueler of the streamers.
That's not the right command.
Yeah, it is not.
There it is.
There we go. All right.
You'll notice that the medic, he's actually able to. It might not look like it sometimes when he's taking a lot of damage from the Stalker, but the medic actually wears medium armor, so he's able to take a little bit more damage than the other healers, like the Spellslinger or the Esper, who are both in light armor. And the medic is also very mobile. Since his abilities are really short range on the heal and the DPS side, he has to be able to move while casting almost all of those abilities.
That was a nice pull by the Stalker.
Yeah, that was collapse on the Stalker that pulled Mark in.
So you see the Stalker obviously very mobile, and we'll get into that during the Stalker's live stream, but they've got a lot of gap closers. There's, obviously it's really important for the Stalker to stay close.
Mark did a decisive victory there.
Nice.
What can I say?
You popped your innate, right?
He used his innate energize.
Sometimes you gotta do what's necessary to win the fight.
All right, well,